Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the invisible digital nervous system that runs modern schools. You know, when most of us think about education, we just picture classrooms, teachers, and textbooks. But right behind the scenes, there is a massive, complex technological infrastructure processing literally thousands of data points every single minute. We're going to explore exactly how educational institutions rely on these digital tools to do absolutely everything, from handling your basic, everyday administrative tasks all the way up to shaping high-level visionary strategy.
Okay, let's just dive right into this blueprint. Here is what we're covering today. First, the digital campus revolution. Second, streamlining daily operations. Third, connecting the community. Fourth, managing money and staff. And finally, data-driven leadership. Let's see how tech actually supports the weight of this massive ecosystem.
Section 1. The Digital Campus Revolution. We are starting right at the foundation to see what educational management technology actually means in the 21st century.
So a really crucial point to understand right off the bat is that this isn't just about handing out laptops or slapping a smartboard on a classroom wall. Educational management technology is the application of highly sophisticated digital tools to plan, organize, and direct literally everything a school does. We're talking about the core infrastructure here, things like student information systems, which act as giant digital filing cabinets, learning management systems, which are basically virtual classrooms, and management information systems. These are the powerful digital engines keeping the modern school alive and functioning day in and day out.
Moving on to Section 2, streamlining daily school operations. Let's take a quick virtual walk into the front office and see how this technology fundamentally transforms the daily administrative grind.
Remember the old days of traditional school administration? We're talking towering filing cabinets, inevitably lost forms, frequent human errors, and honestly, a terrifying number of paper cuts. Well, digital administration completely flips that script. It introduces automated records and minimizes those errors. It totally replaces the friction and headache of manual paperwork with the smooth, time-saving efficiency of modern systems. It's a real game changer.
Let's take modern admissions as a really concrete example. Instead of mailing in thick, heavy envelopes, a student just submits an application via a secure electronic portal. Boom! The digital system instantly processes and categorizes that data automatically, allowing an administrator to review it right then and there. The amount of time saved here is just staggering, and it allows staff to actually focus on real human interactions rather than endlessly pushing paper.
And you know, this efficiency extends directly into data management too. Just think about the sheer volume of data a school generates every single day. You've got attendance, grades, disciplinary reports, teacher records, the whole shebang. Centralized digital records ensure that if a teacher or an administrator needs a student's history, they aren't digging through dusty basement archives. They can retrieve highly accurate, up-to-date information instantly.
All right, Section 3. Connecting the school community. Because at its core, a school is a sprawling, living community, and technology plays an absolutely vital role in keeping everyone connected.
Technology facilitates super rapid collaboration across this entire community, using a very specific set of tools. Of course, this includes standard email, but it leans heavily on things like learning management systems, custom school mobile apps, and video conferencing platforms. These aren't just flashy gadgets. They are modern communication lifelines, ensuring administrators, teachers, students, and parents are all completely on the same page.
To make this tech feel a bit more tangible, just imagine you're sitting at work and your phone buzzes. You look down and see an instant notification, student attendance and academic progress updated. Just like that, a school management app bridges the physical gap between the classroom and your office. It brings you right into the loop regarding your kids' education, which really builds a much stronger, more transparent partnership between schools and families.
But hey, this connection directly supports the teaching side of things too. Learning management systems aren't just there for downloading homework assignments. They provide crucial oversight capabilities for educational managers. Department heads can use the LMS to track course delivery, monitor overall student participation, verify that assignments are actually getting completed, and evaluate assessment outcomes. It ensures that literally no one falls through the cracks.
Moving right along to Section 4, managing money and staff. Going a bit deeper into the institutional machinery, we find technology driving the complex management of both financial and human resources. When it comes to a school's budget, accuracy is quite literally everything. So consider the modern tuition process. A parent pays online, the system immediately and automatically generates a receipt, and the institutional accounting ledgers update instantly. No manual intervention whatsoever. That means vastly fewer accounting errors and a completely transparent financial trail from start to finish. And human resources run on these exact same digital tracks. For institutions employing hundreds or sometimes even thousands of staff members, HR software creates beautifully streamlined systems for everything. We're talking recruitment, performance evaluations, payroll, and professional development. A teacher can effortlessly submit a leave application online, and an administrator processes it instantly. It keeps the focus exactly where it should be, on education rather than administrative bottlenecks.
Finally, Section 5, Data-Driven Educational Leadership. We have officially reached the top level of our blueprint to see how educational leaders use this massive nervous system for high-level strategic planning.
I want you to think about the immense responsibility of running a school. When a principal or a university dean needs to direct very limited, highly valuable resources, they absolutely cannot afford to guess. They have to ask tough questions, like, how do we identify subjects with low performance to allocate resources effectively? And to answer that, they turn to their most reliable asset, their data.
Through sophisticated analytics, administrators can instantly visualize subject performance across the board. Instead of sifting through massive, headache-inducing spreadsheets, they can pinpoint the exact segment representing low performance. By identifying these specific areas as resource targets, leaders can instantly reallocate funding, move staff around, or bring in new technology to develop highly targeted improvement strategies.
And all of this creates an incredibly powerful continuous loop of monitoring known as real-time quality assurance. Institutions are constantly using online surveys, automated feedback loops, and live dashboards to basically check their own pulse. By routinely collecting student feedback right at the end of a semester, the institution ensures it is never stagnant. It's always learning, it's always adapting, and it's constantly improving its educational outcomes.
Ultimately, educational leaders who effectively integrate this technology create incredibly responsive learning environments, elevating everything from the busy admissions office all the way up to visionary strategic planning. Which leaves us with one fascinating thought based on everything we've unpacked today. As our systems evolve and become even more deeply integrated, what will the data-driven school of tomorrow look like? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning the invisible systems shaping our world.